hi Justine, and you're watching today's iPhone.
Yeah, me and I Justine are tight, no big deal. Hey guys, I'm Jake from today'siphone.com, and here's what's going on this week. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about today is a rumor going around the web that Apple may be in fact testing touchscreen iMac computers. According to DigiTimes, Apple has been testing iPad-like touchscreens on their iMac computers supplied by Syntec Photonics. The computer would be on a stand that tilts forward and down, which would allow you to easily type on the screen. Now, if this is true, this could be a hit or miss thing, as people usually either love touchscreen keyboards or they hate them. But if you really think about it, this does sort of make sense. I mean, before the original iPhone, there really were no all touchscreen devices, and I think we all know how that turned out. Now, some machines do already exist with touch-enabled displays, but they haven't really been a big seller up until this point, so it'd be interesting to see if Apple did put this into production, what kind of feedback they would get. What do you guys think? If Apple released a touchscreen iMac, would it be something you'd be interested in? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Okay, now I have an interesting bit of news for anyone with an iPhone 3GS. The guys over at 9to5Mac did a bit of digging in the newest release of the iOS 4 SDK, and they found something that could indicate iPhone 3GSs getting the capability to take HDR photos. For some reason, iPhone 3GS users did not get this feature when they upgraded, even though their camera is technically capable of doing it. But it appears as though Apple has changed its mind and will offer this feature to 3GS users in the next update. What was uncovered in the SDK was an extra icon for HDR photos. There's one labeled 2X iPhone, which is for the Retina display, but there's also one labeled just iPhone. Seeing as the iPhone 3GS is the only iOS device capable of taking HDR photos without a Retina display, it seems pretty clear that Apple will indeed enable this feature. Okay, next we have an awesome tip from Daniel about how to create playlists directly on your phone. This is another one of these new features in iOS 4 that is really cool, but a lot of people don't know about it. So definitely check that out. And also, you should follow him on Twitter, or what did he say again?
I will, come and take your firstborn child or something.
You can follow him at twitter.com/TiP_Daniel. Or is it Dan? Nope, it's Daniel. Oh, hey, you can follow me too if you want. And you can come and ask me questions and I'll answer them, or you can just let me know how much you like my haircut. Moving on, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that Dell is working on a line of tablets to compete with the iPad. A little competition is always good, so hopefully some other companies get on board and provide some. I mean, have you seen the Dell Aero? And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Speaking of some worthy iPad competition, the BlackBerry Playbook was announced this week. This device features a 1 GHz dual-core processor, a gig of RAM, a camera on the back and the front, and Adobe Flash 10.1 support. This thing definitely has some crazy specs, and it's certainly going to give the iPad and the Samsung Galaxy Tab a run for their money. One thing I think BlackBerry could have done better with this device is the design. To me, it looks like a digital picture frame, but that may appeal to some people. Personally though, I like the iPad. Should be out sometime in early 2011. This is definitely a formidable contender, and I'll be very interested to see how the iPad 2 stacks up. And finally, last week we reported that the iPhone 4 was coming to China. The response for this device has been crazy. As of now, the iPhone 4 has received 200,000 online pre-orders in China. And yes, this does fall short of America's record of 600,000 pre-orders. Seeing as it took the 3GS in China 6 weeks to sell 100,000 devices, 200,000 for a pre-order is a huge jump. If anyone still thought that the death grip hurt iPhone 4 sales, this should put an end to that. Well, that's it for this week, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, for more news, views, and reviews, definitely check out today'siphone.com, or Daniel will come to your house and
come and take your firstborn child or something.